just wanted to know if you could make the case for the gentleman next to you as to why he maybe should be an all-star with you.
Defensively, he, at 6'4",
all right. I knew that was coming.
It's gonna sound better though. It's gonna sound better.
I'm 6'6".
It's gonna sound better.
I'm 6'6".
But chill, no, listen. Just listen.
Don't
All right,
kill my
let me go.
Shout out to the people watching this. Today we're talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. Stealing. But not, the kind that gets you arrested. Maybe? I'm talking about steals on the basketball court. And not just any steals, 10.8 steals per game to be exact. That's right, the Oklahoma City Thunder are currently averaging 10.8 steals per game, and that's something to write home about. Honestly, I don't even know how you write home anymore. Probably through email, right? Anyway, let's get into how the Thunder are stealing the show and how they stack up against some of the greatest steal-heavy teams in NBA history. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the Thunder and what makes them so, steely this season. The Thunder are averaging 10.8 steals per game. That's a lot. That's more steals than I had in my entire childhood savings account, and I don't even know how that's possible. It's like they've got sticky fingers. But in a good way. But we need to break down how this team is pulling off all these steals, because it's not magic, it's skill and hustle. First up, let's talk about the guy leading the charge, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, Shai is, how do I put this? He's smooth. Like, if you saw him steal something, you wouldn't even notice until it was too late. And if you did notice, you may just let him rock just cause he's averaging 1.6 steals per game this season. That's not just good. It's like the moment you think you've locked your front door, and you go back to check, but it's already locked. That's Shai, a defensive genius in the shadows. Then there's Cason Wallace. This guy is a YN for sure. A young nabber. He's 6'4", hailing from Kentucky, stolen from Dallas, and this guy doesn't just steal the ball, he steals your confidence. You think you're about to score? Think again. He's averaging 1.7 steals per game this season, and that's no small feat for a guy who's still growing into his role. He's the kind of guy who, when he steals the ball, you feel like it was your fault. And you should feel it's your fault. Why are you here thinking you are allowed to pick when you have the ball with such a pickpocketer on the court? Should have known better. Now, Dort. Lou's averaging 1 steal per game, and let me tell you, it's when you think he's not looking, bam. He's got the ball. He's not just out there playing regular defense, he's out there playing mean defense. You could hand him a $20 bill, and he'd probably steal that too, just to show you he's serious. And I'd bet you that too, just to steal your $20. Then we have Jalen Williams. Jalen's like a ninja, quiet, fast, and you don't even see him coming. He's averaging 1.7 steals per game this season, and I swear, he's out there making it look easy. Jalen doesn't just steal the ball, he steals it with a style. It's like watching someone perform an amazing magic trick, and you're like, wait, did he just do that? Yeah, Jalen did that. And we're still not sure how. And then there's Alex Caruso is out here averaging 1.7 steals per game like a basketball burglar, silent, efficient, and somehow always in the right place at the right time. Opposing guards think it's sweet, then Caruso materializes like a glitch in the Matrix, swiping the ball and starting a fast break before they even process what happened. It's not just defense, it's a public service, keeping careless dribblers humble. That's the Thunder, striking teams with severe swiping action. They are going super-duper uber crazy, but this isn't the first time teams have gone super slimy swiper mode. Let's take a trip back in time to the 1977-78 in Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix Suns crew averaged an astounding 12.9 steals per game. And you know what? That's pretty impressive, considering that back then, people were still figuring out how to make the internet. The Suns had Paul Westphal and Ron Lee, guys who knew how to get in the passing lanes like they had a GPS system on their hands. Next up, the 1988-89 San Antonio Spurs, who averaged 11.7 steals per game. And this wasn't just because they had Alvin Robertson. Actually, I'm lying. He was definitely part of it. Alvin Robertson was out there looking for the ball, like it was his personal mission, averaging 3 steals a game. 3 steals a game. That's criminal. And this partner in crime. Willie Anderson. Willie Anderson averaged almost 2 steals a game. Those guys were having a steal-a-thon back then, and the whole team were the winners. Actually, I'm kidding. They went 21-61 that year. Then we have the 1993-94 Seattle Supersonics. They averaged 12.8 steals per game. That's as many swipes as a millionaire's credit card on a shopping spree. They had Gary Payton, who was a nightmare for opposing point guards, averaging 2.3 steals a game. Payton was like that friend you have who makes everything a little more exciting. Whether it's defense or just like trying to figure out who ate your snacks. If Gary Payton was in the room, no snack was safe. And more than Payton, Nate McMillan stole 3 balls a game. That's 5 swipes a game from just those two. The cookie jar was empty by the end of game for sure. They went 63-19 that season, but lost in the first round of the playoffs, to the Nuggets 2-3. And last but not least, the 1997-98 Boston Celtics, who averaged 12.0 steals per game. This team was all about defense. Think of them as the grandparents of the Thunder's defensive style. These Celtics were making steals like it was going out of style. They had guys like Antoine Walker averaging 1.7 steals a game and Ron Mercer averaging 1.6 steals a game. Bruce Bowen also was scooping Spaldings, averaging 1.4 a game. You would have thought NBA shorts came with pockets how they pick them. So, when you compare these other historic steal teams to the Thunder, it's clear that this Thunder squad is in good company. The Thunder might be averaging only 10.8 steals per game right now, but they're on track to join the ranks of these legendary defensive teams if they keep this up. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this video and would like more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts about the Thunder's defensive game in the comments below. And remember, always keep your possessions close because the Thunder strike.